What's your favourite ABBA song?
Dancing Queen.
Friday night when the lights are low, looking out for a place to go. Ooh. Looking at, I don't know.
Is it
for another?
Where they play the right music.
Where they play the right music.
You're in
The mood for a dance. Do you know what I would actually love to have a proper sing song with this, Mike? I'd have a fucking wheelie.
I know. We went into a studio before Christmas. We actually should introduce Abbie before we actually get there.
maybe.
But there's somebody else here, you guys. Welcome back to Relatively Blonde. Where's my camera? I'm
This
here.
is
I'm looking at your camera.
Chaotic
Welcome
Conversations.
Welcome. Last ep of the season, guys, and we have a very, very special guest for our Chaotic Conversations. This girl is basically Glasgow's fashion icon. It's safe to say if you've not heard of her, your wardrobe needs a style overhaul. The founder of Blythe Label, we have the gorgeous Abbie Blyth in the house.
Welcome.
Welcome in.
I find that so funny when you're pure welcome, as if we've not just sat and spoke for 10 minutes.
I know. I actually had to be like, guys, we actually should start because we're talking about stuff that we could talk on the pod about.
Yeah,
actually.
I think I want to start with the fire. Sorry, I know it's a bit, but I can get the sadness out the way. Obviously, I work in the salon up in Glasgow, owned by the same building as the fires, literally taking the whole building down. Yeah, it's actually awful.
That's so sad.
I don't think when it first started either, obviously, that they were covering it from like late afternoon yesterday, but see if you'd said to me then, right, tomorrow that building's not going to be there.
I know.
It's been there since like 1860. It's like
iconic.
It's literally survived
makes
2
me
wars.
feel sad about it because it's like Glasgow, and then it's like that is a pure iconic thing to see, and it's gone.
And you don't get buildings like that now. Like you don't get that like style.
No,
like the big windows and
the Glasgow architecture in itself is like stunning.
And the thing is, as well, me and Laurie were talking, like they probably won't restore it.
No.
To its original form, especially if it was a listed
building. Do you know that? Guys, we've got Grant back this week. I keep looking at the wrong camera.
I know,
we've switched ourselves around, guys, and I keep looking at Jade's camera. So if you think I'm cross-eyed today,
Grant, what is my camera?
So your camera's
I'm
that
here.
one. Yeah.
Got you.
What's mine?
That one.
Right.
The one that I keep looking at.
So the one in the middle.
Right.
And you're the one closest.
What?
You're there.
Yeah.
Abby's there and I'm there.
Yeah. And what's that?
That's just a backup.
Backup.
Yes.
Cool. Just in case we lose it all, we need to get you back in.
But no, it is like crazy. If you'd said that whole building was even like last night, like before I went to bed, like Blue Lagoon was still there, and this morning it's not.
I know.
Like,
is that gone and all?
Yeah.
Sexy coffee, Blue Lagoon, all gone.
Absolutely crazy.
I did hear it was making its way in the
I was
corner.
literally up like last night, but do you know what else I got told? Do you know they were spraying the surrounding buildings with, I don't know what, but to stop it. That's how much they were scared it was going to keep going.
I think as well, see, because it's an old building, like my dad says something about like, that's old wood.
Yeah.
He says, see if that
You're
catches.
flammable.
He went, you need to be quick to get that out. And it's like...
And the fact it was lithium.
Yeah, it's basically as soon as like oxygen's got to that's what's made it the way it is, and you can't stop oxygen. It's like, it kind of wound me up because there was a lot of people online that I seen and they were like blaming the fire brigade. They're not doing this, they're not doing that. It's like they can't do anything. They're literally fighting a losing battle. All they can do is try and stop it from spreading and wait for it to burn out.
I've got a newfound fear of fire and lithium batteries. Honestly,
I think it's like a good opportunity to like tell people this is exactly why they tell you not to put like your lithium batteries, your portable chargers, your vapes in the hold luggage when you fly. Like people ignore that shit. Put that stuff in your hand luggage, guys, because what you're seeing happened last night. If that happens in a plane, fucking hell.
Literally.
It's just so sad that I was quite naive. I didn't realise that building was like self-employed.
It's just like Central Chambers. It's the same thing, just round the corner.
Like
their
kits or that's people's livelihood.
No, I know. Everything.
I'd be ill. I feel so sorry for them all.
Honestly, I've been feeling like that all day, and I think because it's so close to home for me, I'm like, I think about being in that position, and it pure breaks my heart. The girl that does my lashes, I do hers, Mia Kelly. Her salon is Glow Girl Glasgow, and that's literally where I go every couple of weeks for my lashes. It's literally gone. It's just so sad. But we're going to clip this for TikTok, and if you can tag anyone that you know has been affected, even other businesses, anyone that's been affected at all. I've already said, like, I would happily take people into my salon. So if there's anyone that's looking for a space, anything at all, I'm more than happy to help.
Any GoFundMes, any pages that have got GoFundMes up that are looking for support, tag them in the comments, and then anybody that can offer any support, we can just really flood the comments with support, guys. Obviously, there's only so much.
I'm just so glad no one was
we
hurt.
can do, but whatever we can
that's
do.
like the main thing, because all this stuff, as much as, and this is me not taking away from it, but it can be replaced. Do you know what I mean? And it, with like help from people, like raising money for them, it can be replaced, but people can't be. So I'm so glad that
hopefully
everyone's
brands,
safe.
I keep thinking that I hope brands hear about it, like,
and help them,
like hairdressers, GHD, or like makeup artists, like
100%.
They give influencers as much free makeup.
So
like,
true.
don't give it to us and give it to people that
100%.
I'm not. Do you know what I mean? That need
Yeah,
it.
Whereas if there's like people that are stocking lash stuff, or like even like my tattoo studio I go to is gone. Like Lucky and Love, that's where I go for my tattoos, to Cheyenne. My husband goes to Caitlin in the same building, and the guy that owns that, Scott, I think, has actually not long bought another studio next door to it, and they've got all this space. They were like more or less occupying that floor, and it's all gone, and it's just so sad. That's like, do you know what I mean? It's somebody's,
and
as you said, their entire livelihood.
It's like when you're self-employed, that's it. Like, you've not got, like, you're not still going to get paid at the end of the month.
That's the scary thing of like people to build, like, come back from that. That's why the GoFundMes are so important, and it's so important if people have spare money to donate it, because that's literally the difference to them being able to start up again.
Hopefully maybe that surely the government or someone has got to step in, and that's too much. That's lots of businesses gone. Like, that can't just be left like that. Surely.
I know.
And
you
over
do
like
wonder.
a freak kind of accident as well. It seems like surely something can be done past just your usual insurance.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? But we'll see how it all plays out, I suppose.
Yeah,
guys.
defo.
I feel like there's been loads happening this week though, like even like the Dubai thing, like
People
the
stuck in Dubai.
girl where I go for my blow dries, who owns the salon Bees, she's stuck in Dubai.
I know,
like
so scary.
Literally
So
off its
scary.
tits. Like I feel like this week has been
a
madness.
There's been a lot happening.
Yeah. How's the week for you been? Moving into your house? It's been chaos.
God, I'm so overwhelmed. I will never move again.
That's you now.
Like, that's it. I actually said that earlier when I came in. I was like, today, see if we split up, we'll just be pals. You take a room, I take a room, and we keep this civil, because I'm like, I ain't doing it. Like,
it's a lot. See, when you sent me that voice note and you were like, I'm pure stress. Like, I've been here, there, and everywhere, and I was like, oh, I can relate, because I'd literally just moved into my house.
You've just moved in, haven't you? Are you in and settled then?
Yeah.
You were in on the
see, to be fair though, we moved in with Ewan's mum and dad for like a year to be able to buy the house. So see, as much as we actually kind of just started fresh, like I just was getting rid of everything, to the point actually where we're going through their garage with all our stuff, and there was boxes with my actual, like, I think my birth certificate was in there, and it was pure chuck it. And I was like, well, no, that is literally everything I've ever owned, my personal belongings.
It's my whole life in that box.
It's so hard when you move from one bit though to another.
Yeah.
Like, I moved back in mum and dad, and so did Dean with his mum and dad, but like I found it quite easy because I've done it before, and also
you're so close to your mum and dad.
I loved it. Like, I was getting tea and toast and I got to bed, and I was like, I could stay here. Whereas he's obviously got a wee boy, so it was him, his wee boy, and his mum and dad's spare room, and he was like, totally, can we just go in now? And I'm like, no, I'm all right. I could go another couple of weeks.
And no, we need to speak about your wallpaper.
Oh, by the way, our granny Annie was wondering if there was any spare, because she's wanted to do it.
I was saying to me, my mum had that 20 years ago. I'm like, did she?
Oh my
God.
That's like I didn't catch it, because obviously I was keeping up with your stories on it. So did you think it was an entirely different wallpaper, and you went by the number and just loaded it into your trolley, no realising?
So it was a stressful day, right? Me and Dane were arguing over the fact that he wanted Spider-Man wallpaper in like his wee boy's room, and I was like,
oh, you can't,
not a chance. Like, let's try and keep this aesthetic as we can, right? So I was like, why do we go blue and white stripe? And woo. And he was like, no, I want Spider-Man. And I was like,
wait, the wee boy was saying I want Spider-Man.
Yeah, and then Dean was backing him up, and I was like, you're meant to be on my side here. So anyway, I wanted him to get the blue and white stripe wallpaper, and it was like 4 rolls. I was holding them, right? And I was like, right, Dean, 27, that's it. Throw it on. So he gave me the rolls, and then I literally got to tilt, dropped it like that. She put it in a carry bag, and I just was like, cool, that's my wallpaper.
And then you just gave it to the wallpaper. Is it a wallpaperist?
Gave it to his uncle who does paint and decorator. Who was like, I was like to him, that colour's this room, this colour. He was like, no bother.
So it's up before you've even realised.
He never said anything to me, and then I never heard from him that day, and I thought, I wonder if I never put that up. And Dean texted me like, you seen the wallpaper?
Did he know that it wasn't the same one?
His uncle sent him it, and he was just like, oh no.
His uncle's doing it?
He was like, that's not what she's picked, but it's up. Like, and Dean's pure like, it's up. And I'm like, I don't know why you keep saying that to me. I know it's up. It's traumatized me. I'm very well aware it is up. So I was like, trying to text his uncle, like being pure cheeky, because his uncle is an unbelievable paint and decorator. He's obviously no hand designed it. He doesn't care. So
he just thinks you've chosen it.
He was just like,
questioning your taste.
I did think it Disney matched the vibe of the house, but I also thought maybe this is the vibe she's gone for.
This one room is going back in time.
Yeah, and everyone was like, it's really not that bad. It was bright yellow in real life. Like it was, I can't even, it was like,
it was when you were like, it's fucking shiny.
It was like glowing in the dark. I was like, what? Mom was like, it's really not that bad. And I was like, Mum, you're showing your age, and this is not what I want.
My God.
I had the Scandinavian my mirror and all that. If it was going to be stunning. And
have you stripped it?
Oh, stripped. It was doing it.
Did you do it?
No, his uncle done it for me.
Oh, good. So what was the plan originally? What do you want?
It was meant to be like fabric. I don't know the word. It was like textured wallpaper, but cream.
Yeah.
So it's pointless.
Not yellow.
It was the most pointless wallpaper you've ever seen, but it was my vision.
Your vision.
Right. Mm-hmm. And I thought, see, when you go in there and you turn light on, you're going to feel it. It's going to be gorgeous.
Yeah.
But also don't feel it because I don't want things on wallpaper. Heavy cream. And then it's now not happening. So I've just decided.
So you're not getting that now?
No, we're just going to do the same as like, so my hall's like, I keep saying it wrong. I keep saying dado or dado.
Dado rails. Yeah.
Dado rail. I keep calling it dado rail. So that's my hall.
What's that?
Like it's now the like rim of paneling.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So like,
is that not called Victorian paneling? No.
I don't know.
No, so dado rails.
It's just the rim.
Just the bit of it.
Right.
So, definitely a dado rail.
Yeah, it separates like
all right,
top for the bottom.
Yeah. So we've got that like half white, half nude. So I was just like, do you know what, mate? Throw that in my bathroom and we'll deal with that.
And you've just moved into a new build?
Yes.
Is it? So what's the script then about wallpaper? We were told not to wallpaper.
So they do say you don't wallpaper,
but
it's because if your walls crack, they won't fix it with what you've got. Like, so for example, if like my nude wall cracks, they'll paint it white.
Cool.
I mean,
as in just over the crack, white.
They'll fill it.
So then you would fill it again with
and repaint it.
Right.
So I'm just like, I think they say don't do it because like, obviously you've got like your snagging and all that.
Yeah.
But then I just also think,
you want to be in and you want to make it yours
not to do it
as
for
much
2
as
years.
you can.
Like, no.
Have you had any snags?
They're coming on Thursday actually. My dad's a joiner, so they'll hate
Ideal.
Amazing. But that's like
so
Ewan.
Good.
So Ewan's a site manager for another.
So
like
but the thing is, right, Ewan kind of like, so he doesn't watch this anyway, but he can't, like, he can build a flat pack, but he's not that handy. So see, when it comes to, I was like, well, do your job then, do a really good snag, but he won't because he knows it's a pain in the arse, so he just feels like a pain in the arse.
But then I also just think I've spent everything I've got.
Literally 100%. That's how I would be. I would actually be fucking Chief Karen officer. I'd be like, hello. With my folder and my binder colour coded now as we enter the living room, as you can see.
I mean, I say this, but like, I'm a shite bag.
No, I'm a shite bag.
Like, I was like, I need you to take Thursday morning off. He was like, you do it, and I was like, oh no, the lassie's lovely. You'll need to be the bad guy here. Bad cop is you, because I'm not doing it.
So funny.
So when are you thinking of moving in?
So I said Wednesday. He's saying Tuesday. So look at that. Wednesday.
So what day is it today? Monday.
So soon.
Like this,
yeah. All our furniture's in. All we're doing now is like building mad random drawers, putting my clothes in, which will fucking take a week. Dean's wee boys' room's ready to go, so that was the main room I had to fix. And then what's happening today? My toilets are going back on because we need toilets for.
Oh, that's good. And Dean doesn't need to piss in the garden.
No,
anyway.
and he was like, I'm just going to go out and pee, and I was like,
that's it. Being a man, but it is easy enough.
But I was like, I've nothing for the tradesmen either, so I had to keep saying, no toilets. They were like, right, you want to see all day, but no toilets.
No toilets.
So
cheers.
Your neighbours that have moved in are just like the garden every
I'm thankful to put that fence up. pure awkward if they ever.
Do you know what I'm desperate to talk about? When you lost your voice. What the fuck?
That was mental.
No, that was mental.
9 weeks.
9 weeks. I didn't realise it was as long as that.
No,
I remember seeing in obviously you hadn't said it, but you'd written that like you didn't. They told you that it might not come back.
Yeah, and it can if it happens like once you get it, you've got it. So like I'll probably have like it'll happen again.
Spells again.
Yeah. So it's like all really mine is related to stress.
Fucking hell.
Which is mental. But
and
like
is there anything you can do about that?
No, they say go to therapy. You're like, cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it literally all to do with your like head?
So they think for me it was like, because when I went into hospital and they tell you all that, they're like, right, we'll send someone to like speak. Because I was like confused. I was like, how can it be stress? I'm fine. Because at the time that it happened was probably the least stressed I'd been in my life in quite a while. So I was just like, what do you mean it's stress? I was like, you've got it wrong. And Mum was like, she's fine. And they were like, no, basically I'd like been so stressed for years, been an anxious mess, like probably walked on eggshells all the time. And then like met Dean, had a quiet, peaceful life that my body went into shock.
They say that though,
that's
that even
actually
if your head isn't processing it, your body will literally show you.
Yeah.
Like,
so it's like normal shock, like when you're in shock, you don't feel pain.
That's actually pure sad.
That's mental, because I was like, to Dean, I swear I'm happy about it.
Oh no, that's actually, everyone's you're worried and you're like, I'm honestly fine.
I remember when he came up and I had to say to him, they're saying it's stress. I was like, he's going to think it's so then him. I was pure sobbing. He was like, it's all right, you're all right. Like, I know you're all right. And I'm like, no, it's not you, it's me. Like, I just felt pure bad, because I was like, how do I explain that it's stress related when I feel fine?
But I remember following along and I was like, what is actually happening? Like your voice. And then see the video when you came back and you're like, my voice is back. I was like, I'm going to agree.
I know, I remember.
I was so overwhelmed.
I didn't think it was 9 weeks, because I was also following along, but I didn't realise it was as long as that.
I hadn't posted it at the start.
Right, okay.
Because I think I was in hospital for 2 weeks.
Did you not you had another thing with your scar, didn't you?
Yeah, my gallbladder. That was just like,
I got my gallbladder removed.
Did you get
like the worst pain in the world ever? Like the gallbladder attack.
Put it on anyone. Was it
gallstones you had?
I've had 2 C-sections, and I would rather have that again than have a gallbladder attack.
My surgeon said to me that women that have had kids say that labour's easier.
Yeah, 100%. I was in labour for 12 hours before I had an emergency C-section, and I would rather do that again than have another gallbladder attack. I used to think horrific. I was dying.
It's like I feel like you think you're taking a heart attack.
I don't. Right, this is going to sound fucked, right? But see, I don't know if you hopefully be able to relate to this. See, when I had my attacks, I used to think that if that's going to sound so funny. I used to think that if I like stabbed a hole in my stomach, that I'd feel like relief. Like I used to feel like so thingied up that I needed to like open my stomach or something up.
Well, my thing was taking I used to like try and get my jammies and all that off, because I thought I was suffocating.
You feel like you can't. It's the only way. You feel like you can't.
You're relating on a level here. I'm just pure.
It's you can't even describe it. I was trying to describe it afterwards, like, and funnily enough, people say like after you get it removed, your diet won't be the same. I've been fine. I can eat whatever I want. I've never had anything. I've had no side effects since having it out. Best thing ever done. But did you get the laparoscopy, or did you have to be opened?
No, so they took me down for keyhole. Oh God, I never worked. And
keyholes when they do it, and it's a tiny entrance.
That's what I get 3 wee scars. Can't even see them anymore.
No, mine is like
I know, but see that video you posted as well, it sure broke my heart, because you could tell you were so like anxious about it. But see, honestly, I think if anything, it's a pure nice thing, because see, at the end of the day, it's your body, and you need
had
to be.
Happen. Yeah. Like I was like ill. I think at one point, I remember my mum came up to the ward and she was like, "Oh," and just walked back at the room, and I was like, "Where's she about it?" And then next minute, a nurse came and she went, "Aye." And then the two of them walked to the room, and I was like, "What is happening here?" Mum went, "You've went a wee bit yellow." But that's obviously now when the gallstone gets stuck in your bile duct, you can end up with like jaundice, because everyone in my ward was yellow, apart from me. And I remember I didn't know that could happen.
Everyone was yellow. Yeah, sorry, I don't know that actually said me that. I was what yellow?
Yeah.
Like on different levels. Like there was like one girl
like
who was
jaundice.
She was young. She just looked like quite tanned, and then the woman beside her who had it really bad, like her eyes and all that are yellow, like everything is yellow,
because it's like when babies are born they look dead tan, but it's jaundice.
That was like Austin. He was with jaundice. But no, I remember that as well. Funnily enough, it never happened to me, but they didn't know what they were going to they thought initially that they might need to like do what happened to you, like kind of the flap almost.
Yeah.
But because they didn't know where one of my gallstones was, they thought so they had said it's traveling. Basically, when I went in for my pre-op, they were like, right, it's moved and it's traveling, but we're going to basically need to wait to the day of to know what kind of. So I basically went in to get put under, not knowing what I was waking up with, whether I was waking up with like just the laparoscopy or the. But I was fine, thankfully. Like,
is a gallstone like a blood clot? No,
it's like
a stone.
Oh, what?
It's like a really jaggy stone. So see when
what's
it moves,
it made of though?
It's like it's
fat. No,
yeah, it's hard though. So it's like bile and fat and like I think it's just like loads of different like bits of.
But trust me, see when it's moving, you know it's moving.
Oh my god,
really? Like
literally,
pain?
You can't. Like I used to literally like. Debilitating pain, like I would be on the floor. And when I first started having attacks, I was pregnant with my second, so they couldn't.
They say it's really common in pregnancy.
Yeah, I think that's what I had it, but they said that I probably had it before, but the pregnancies brought it to the surface. So they couldn't operate on me. So but they were obviously really concerned as well because I was in early stages of pregnancy and the stress of like having these gallbladder attacks. So I was on omeprazole and
oh my god, I'm like pure vitamin with that.
Literally, like no,
I'm like every day.
Pure vitamin.
No, literally, I was on that.
What's that, a painkiller, omeprazole?
It's like I don't even know. It's like an anti-acid, but like
kind of makes you like it's meant to like break down the gas so that you don't end up like all trapped with it. But it's not like farting. It's just like genuine like. Whatever it is, belly gas. The acid in your stomach.
But it's like there was two, omeprazole and something else, and I was on both of them. But I remember being pure stressed because my doctor was like, technically we wouldn't want you on these being pregnant, but it's the lesser of two evils because if you're going to have such like violent like gallbladder attacks, then you're putting yourself at more risk. So I was just pure stressed the whole time. And then Austin was born in the January, and I got my operation at the end of February.
Oh, so I had been in there. I've been like, do it now.
Literally, that was
to get
me.
rid of it if the pain's that bad.
And I don't think they do. I don't think they're very like. But when I was in there was girls that had waited years. Mine was like I didn't know I had it, so mine was just like emergency.
Yeah,
but there was like people that had like been back once a month in hospital. Like
I don't think they like to just operate for no reason, but at the same time, like I can't imagine living with that. Like for like a extended period of time. It's actually brutal.
I know. That is. I know I remember seeing your video when you think it's scarred, but it'll get, because I remember when you seemed pure shock seeing it, but it'll get better. It's obviously going to be its worst.
Is it even bad now? It's probably just like see-through now.
Oh no, it's big.
Oh,
it's
is it still?
It's a neat scar in the sense it's not risen.
Yeah.
But it's like, so see where they went in, this is how she explained it to me, when she like cut the two holes to measure it, they're like lifted so that it looks like two big lumps there, and then it's just a big line, so it goes from like here to like the whole way down. I mean, you might be able to see it.
Do you feel like a bit of a badass though, like see now that you're kind of over like the, I don't know, I feel like see for me because I've got like my you can't really see my C-section scar like because of where it is, like, but I don't know, I feel like see now and I've got like my wee dots, but I'm a bit like what I've done, like I kind of do feel that way. I don't know if it's different because I've had like kids or not, but I do kind of, I feel like when I was younger I probably would have been more like, oh my god, my body, but whereas now I'm like,
but I feel like people say that with kind of every situation, don't they? When you have kids you look at things pure different, do you know what I mean?
Totally.
Like things that you would maybe be worried about before, like you wouldn't then be worried about.
So different since having kids. I feel like I'm probably a much more I'm a nicer person.
But I get that because you probably just think, oh, that's my baby. Imagine that was like
someone else's
or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
I'm definitely I have more empathy now, I think.
Yeah.
Like,
do you?
I try my best, guys.
Do you know what else
really sorry,
was pure funny? See, like, this would have literally been years ago, but my dad's got a pizza shop. I don't know if you would have ever known this was, I don't think you would have, but
wait, is it in Johnson?
Aye, Woody's.
Oh my god, yes.
So that's my dad's, and it's so funny because I was doing for a very short period of time, was doing the socials for him. No, I've stopped, and I actually feel bad about it because they cobwebs. No. So I was like, I remember at the time thinking, fuck it, I'll message Abbie Blyth, see if she gets back to me, and you did.
Yeah, I'd done it. I remember it was like, I think it was like I was going to my ex-boyfriend's mum or something, was having all the family up, and I was like, I can get his pizzas, and they were just like, these are unbelievable. And I remember I had picked him. It was at an old firm or a football day that day, and I was just in the car with a million pizzas, sweating my pan, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
I think it was my big brother because I've got 3 older brothers, but my 2 oldest they run the shops.
Yeah,
So it would have been Sean.
Right, we want a pizza shop.
Really? Did you like it?
Banging.
They are good,
pizzas are good, to be fair. I've actually not had a Woody's for ages. I could go a wee Greek pizza, to be honest.
No,
I could take pizza any day of the week.
Aye.
I'm actually going to go on to...
We've got quite a lot of questions.
And I was going to say, did you get...
Actually 20 minutes in, Jesus Christ. No. I feel like...
Was there quite a lot of questions?
Yeah, there was, but then
we got a lot of the samey, like a lot of kind of stuff. The same. A minute, are we back? Because you've not said we're back.
Hello, we're back. We had to cut because I was fucking Baltic. So I put my jacket on. Right, we're going to go through some questions and just like chat amongst them.
Chat amongst them.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? Not a wee tangent or two.
Why is your phone still making noise? Did we not discuss that?
It was actually Jeff. And
no offence, Jeff, right? But come on, I can't. That's one of my like pure bugbears. Abbie, see a phone that makes any noise.
I know. I was talking this morning. It was just pinging, and I went, "Are you all right?" She was like, "It's a GP. They're busy."
And no, I can't.
Sorry, that was a bit loud. My mum, genuinely, I think sometimes she's got 3 phones on the go trying to get an appointment for the GP.
She goes, "Do you get out to the GP? They're busy." I'm like, I wasn't going anyways. It's all right.
Just so you know, him, they're off a busy. What
is it about like mums? It actually like there must be a certain age that you just change and they just become pure moz. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely. There's like being like mum, and I think there's been a ma.
Yeah, there is.
I honestly kind of can't wait to make the transition into ma. Like I feel like I'm really trying. I can't wait. I can't wait to be like, who turned all these lights on? Like, is there any need? I've not sat down all day. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait, honestly.
Right, first question. Does Jade and Abbie live in the same estate? No.
They both just moved.
We just both moved. But what did we, there's new build houses everywhere.
I know. I think some people have been messaging me like, I bought a house in your estate, and I'm like, oh.
Is yours a Bellway?
No. I'm like, how are you knowing that?
Is yours a Bellway?
Miller.
Oh, right, okay. Because I did think that they did look similar. Well, it was when you put the photo of the kitchen, like you stand in the kitchen, which was so cute. But I said that to Jade. I was like, it does look like dead similar layout to your kitchen.
I think they've all got the same stuff, really.
Aye. But it's so, do you know what it is though? I actually wasn't a pure... No, sorry. I had malfunction. Happens a lot. When we were looking, like we weren't pure desperate for a new build, but honestly, see now a minute, it is so much better. It's pure fresh out the packet.
Yeah, I do get like a lot of my friends have got houses that are not new builds, and the way they have done them up, you'll never get that in a new build, like that pure
like rustic kind of.
That's not me. I'm too lazy. I also don't want to bid. But I see that like paying funny money. I'm not there to do that. So for me, it would need to be a new build. But I love the look of an old build, like an old build.
Yeah, like the high ceilings and all that.
You can do that like with a new build now as well. Like you've got the look you want from the outside, but when you're coming in, you can have it. It's a blank canvas.
You can do what you want it, really.
Did you not have like? I actually sound like a stalker, but I just have followed you for years. Did you not have the high ceilings in your old flat?
Yeah.
Yeah, so nice.
Loved She's it, like, I've seen them from the windows.
They were stunning, but so was my lecky bill.
Oh, what, expensive?
Because your heat just rises, obviously. And it was like,
so you're basically heating the flat above.
My flooring was always freezing, but then my flat was quite weird. It was an upstairs downstairs. So see, when I got up to my dressing room, he was sweating.
Oh, because like
but then the downstairs of the house was freezing.
That's actually so cool. An upstairs downstairs.
It was a belted flat.
Yeah.
Was it in Glasgow?
Hill Street.
Oh shit, where's that?
So it's like, see where St. Aloysius is?
Yeah.
Right, okay. They're beautiful buildings up there.
Belted flat, so but nice. I mean, the rent I paid for,
that's ridiculous.
My biggest regret was thinking that could be that.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
it's not that, but it's the rent and the bill.
How many bedrooms was it? Sorry.
A 2-bed, but it was like, I was 1,500 a month in rent.
Were you there yourself? Oh, Jesus.
Why did I do that? And then
But then landlord, I think, like, do you not think when you're making money though and you just get excited, well, I can afford it, so I'll just do it without thinking of what else could I be spending it on?
I just sold my old house and I wanted something to be like, this is mine. I mean, although I rented it, but I was just like, I wanted to move out mum's and be somewhere. Yeah. I was like determined that was my goal. When I was really, and then I met
Dean. Need to be,
I didn't need, I could have just waited.
But see, when you think about it though, like I always think, see if you made the decision at the time, it was you probably wouldn't have done it any other way. No. You just learnt from it, but you probably wouldn't have done it any other way.
No, I would never do it now.
No,
I wouldn't pay that.
That 50, but that's not even including your like council tax bills.
I was used to be like bang on $2,000 just for bills.
It's off its tax.
Never mind shopping. Shopping's so expensive these days.
Like in this economy.
Why? And I was never in it. I was always out.
Yeah.
That's when I was like just floating about, hated my own company. I'm like, why am I paying all this money?
See, but do you know when I actually feel I don't know how to say that. Feel the feeling of the cost of living crisis.
I know what you mean.
But it's when you nip into Tesco, 40 quid down, one bag of shopping.
Anymore.
Where is your like place to shop? Like if you were to pick a supermarket?
Supermarket of choice.
See, it's two. I'd always do Tesco and M&S.
I said that. Yeah, I'm Tesco and M&S. But when I said, where's your supermarket of choice? I had this overwhelming fear that you were going to say Waitrose. And I was like, oh fuck, she's unrelatable.
On payday, I might see when I used to live there, every payday I'm going there for my dinner the night.
I don't think I've ever been to Waitrose.
But like you're £30 for easy for just like
a dinner.
At that a snack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've never been to Waitrose because I genuinely think M&S is better. I've only had been to Waitrose a handful of times.
So is Waitrose and M&S like the same bracket then?
Waitrose slightly higher. But also it's the people. I feel like you get normal people in M&S, whereas Waitrose it's like that. Have you seen that page that used to be a big thing like Overheard in the West End?
No.
It's like, so this was a page. It was like, have you heard of it? Overheard in the West End. So I think it started on Facebook and it went like big. This was before TikTok and all that. It was a page called Overheard in the West End and people would send in snippets of them overhearing like conversations, but you can imagine it was funny as fuck. Like,
is it not a thing anymore?
I think it must be. Type it into Facebook. I don't know if it's still the same.
Yeah.
Like, but back then it was like proper, like real. Do you know that way?
You can tell when you're in there, it's people with money.
Aye, like Overheard and Waitrose and all that, or like people like going in on the cashier because they didn't have like a certain type of gold tipped asparagus or something like that.
It is a thing.
It is still.
It is where I'd go though if I was like needing like something weird or like now you get purple carrots and all that. You're not getting that anywhere else other than Waitrose.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
So it's all the fancy shit. But right, I want to talk about. There has been a few questions, but it's about Bly.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like I want to start how you started.
Okay,
how do you start something like that? How do you get source clothing?
It is actually, it's harder and also easier than you think in some aspects. Like I did it in lockdown, so like there was nothing to do.
Did you? Yeah. You started a business in lockdown.
Yeah, I just thought I was still like, not at the start of lockdown, I didn't make any money. Like, but then when brands started, like everybody in their dug was buying tracksuits and brands would pay you whatever. I was like, I'm going to bring out my own blazer for me. Like it wasn't that I was like, let's do a brand. It was just more, I want to bring out blazers because that is all I wear.
And you wear blazers.
Yeah. I feel like you started the blazer thing. No,
I really do.
I genuinely, who was actually wearing blazers like a staple piece before you? Because I wore them all anyone.
The time.
Literally.
Joggies, like,
do you know what I remember?
Shorts.
I genuinely remember fondly because that's because sometimes I used to do try and do Instagram a lot, like but years ago, and I remember first place I went was your page, and I genuinely mean that though. I'd go on and I'd like, it was always the blazers with skirts because I'd be like, if I put that on,
blazer and a skirt,
but it is so nice, and I feel like you are the blazer.
I think it was just like my comfort thing. Like I've never been someone who's like loved my body, but if I put a blazer on,
you felt comfy.
But do you not think that's every girl though?
Yeah,
I think that's why blazers are so popular because like you were like that as well.
Oh my god, I used to really hate my body, and I was so self-conscious, and it was me all the time jumping for a blazer.
Yeah, it's just like see if I'm having a bad day, I'm like blazer and jeans.
Yeah,
and you automatically feel put together.
It's just my thing. So then I tried to like, I don't know what I done. I really don't know. But I basically found I found a few manufacturers. I think I was like £1,000 in samples to different people, and then the woman that I still use for my blazers today, I got in contact with her. She sent me fabrics. I picked them, but like you pick everything, you pick the stitch and you pick the button.
Interesting.
But at that point, it was just this, but without the Bly label. And then I wore that for a while when like lockdown started to ease, and then everybody was like, "Where is that blazer from?" And I was like,
"Oh wait a minute,
I need to bring this out."
Yeah.
But then when I was like watching people's videos and stuff, you can't just bring out one thing. So then I brought out like the white blazer and the white trousers, a cropped white shirt, and the blue and nude cord.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of genuinely was like happening. And I think because in lockdown I'd saved up so much money that I was like, I may as well put this to good use rather than coming out of lockdown and blowing it. You know what I mean?
100%.
And I'd already had like my previous house at that point. So I was like, I'm not going to go buy something.
Yeah.
Like, what am I going to do with the money? I may as well invest it into that. And then that was
You must be so glad you did though.
Oh yeah. Like, I mean, it's definitely testing.
You've had your ups and downs with it as well. It's having me like, we obviously like, we had seen obviously when you were on the agency that you were thinking about like packing it in entirely.
Like
and
scammed.
Fully gone.
Scammed.
Like, we need to talk about that.
No, I know. It was mental. It was like, so I had done a year and I remember my first year, my accountant been like, you've done really well. Like this is, and as well because I wasn't taking a salary.
I was going to say that you'd kind of, with something like that, you leave it in, don't you?
So not a single thing. I was running it for mum and dad's house. I didn't have overhead bills. I thought the only thing I had was like packaging and stuff like that, but I tried to like include that in my cost. So I had like good bit of money in the account.
And then, for the first year, because a lot of businesses are at a loss their first year, aren't they? Typically, they need to just kind of power through.
Yeah, and I made back what I put in plus more. And then I basically answered a phone call that I should never have answered. But it made sense. But in my defence... But
you did say you were going through it at that time. So it was just, you were probably an easy victim, to be honest.
Honestly, I feel like I was like, it must have been somebody that like could fucking see my life at that point. I had like just packed all my belongings into black bags, left my old house, was going through a breakup, back and forth with that. At that point, my mum and dad had just moved into their house, so they hadn't even had me a room. So like I was sleeping on the floor. Like if there was a time I was depressed in life, they got me then. And it was like that day I was out for coffee and I kept getting bank transactions for thousands of pounds. So I was like, decline.
God, the actual fear.
So then I never thought any of it. I thought the bank will phone. Because I'm declining them. So then a guy phoned, said he was a bank. He was like, you're declining those transactions. I was like, oh yeah, by the way, blah, blah.
And they do that to set you up, don't they?
Yeah, that's like their trap, basically. And then he just took every penny. I think he left me like £9.98. I remember it so vividly. I was like,
God. Your stomach would fall out your arsehole.
Oh, I was literally. Like, I was like...
And never mind how you were already feeling.
No, I was already a shell of a person that day. And then... There was loads that had happened that week. So see, for it to happen at the end of that week, like even my dad was like, this will really break you. And it did. Like it broke me as like a person. It definitely gave me like, not trust issues, that's not the right word, but like, even if like someone phones me now, I'm like, I'll come in and see you.
You're just so wary now.
Because I'm like, no, you'll never, even like when we were transferring the funds to the house, I went in at the bank and I was like to TSB, man, can you just watch me do it?
I was thinking about that when you had put the thing up, like seeing all that money just vanish from your account, and it actually made me think of, because you used the kind of same terminology when you were talking about like obviously
it felt the same. Like so that day I was pure moody and Dean was like, you should be buzzing. And I'm like, something just doesn't feel right.
It's
and
like triggering.
Yeah, and I kept saying, go and ask that lawyer Laura if she's got my money. And he was like, she's got it. I was like, right, okay. Then I'd like email her. Double check.
But that's one of them, like, see if you actually lived that, like all that money, you've worked so hard, that would literally like brutal.
So did you think like there and then that was the end, that was you?
Basically I was like, I'm going to need to start paying people who return parcels, like my personal money, which I'd done. So I think I had maybe like $3,000 put out to people that want to return. That's not their fault.
And that's things that you just don't even think of as somebody who's like returning something to like a business.
It was right after Christmas, those people were returning Christmas presents, sizes didn't fit. And to be fair, people were really understanding. Like people obviously were emailing going, look, I'm looking for a refund. I can wait. And I was like, no, it's fine. Like,
which is the good thing about you being online and like kind of telling everybody what's happening online.
Yeah. So then I was just honest with people. I was emailing them saying, you'll have your refund. Can it be at the end of the month? Because then that allowed me to get paid from doing my job and putting it in the bank and giving back. But then also, even though I wasn't living in my house, still had to pay the mortgage, still had to pay the bills. So I was like, trying to divvy up my wages into like paying for my old house, but living off money and then paying people back for Bly. So it was like the financial strain, I think, is something that will always sit with me. I know that sounds a bit mental.
No, I don't think so. I think like, because now you're probably always thinking that you need a nest egg. Do you know what I mean? Like you need something to fall back on. Like, you're probably going to be take less risks financially.
Yeah, and I don't look as Bly as making money. Now, I don't even go in the online banking for it because I'm like, there's no point. Because I'll never, like, that's never going to be something that I would depend on
until a certain point.
Yeah, if something really drastically happened where I had to take money, it's sitting there for me to take. But apart from that, I'm just like, I never want to get myself in a situation like that again.
But you won't now.
No,
that's the thing. No. You won't. You're like, because you've been through that. This won't happen again because you'll be because you'll be overprotective now.
Yeah, definitely. It was the weirdest, most fucked up thing.
And also because it was literally at the time that you were on telly.
Yeah, so it couldn't have happened. And then obviously
the worst timing.
The BBC
And did you want to talk about that, or was it like?
I think for me it was like I couldn't not.
Yeah, because it was such a big thing.
Obvious. Yeah, because I feel like I know it sounds pure sad, I'm over it now, I couldn't care. But like my life was falling apart.
Yeah.
Everyone was watching my life outside the telly, but like people were seeing stuff online and all that, right, that I wasn't seeing. I knew people knew stuff was happening. I hadn't addressed it. Bly went quiet. I was back at mum and dad's, but I hadn't said why. Yeah. So I felt like, see, just so I can go on.
You can't go on and be like, everything's perfect.
No, and I think I got to the point where I was like, I am so depressed.
Yeah.
And like, see now when I look at pictures of myself, I was like, my face was so puffy. My skin was bad. I was like, I had eczema like everywhere. I was sad. Like, see when I look at pictures of video of me, I think, you were depressed and you were, that was a cry out for help in a way.
I think it's a testament to your character though, that like you've been going through, like obviously I didn't even know the kind of like how bad it was, but like hearing that you were going through all that, like because I remember like obviously Jade had met you before today. I'd never met you. My whole impression of you was your Instagram and obviously watching the agency. And like we've always said, like I thought you came across as so good, so genuine, like I'm just a proper nice girl. Like considering that you've been going through all that, like, and you've still came across as like yourself, and you've not been. It's not been like, oh fuck, see that's a car crash sort of thing. Like, do you know what I mean?
People are so quick as well to like. You must like your whole career, like see people putting their 2 pence in about your life. Like that must be fucking exhausting, especially when you were going through that. All the rumors that like that is brutal.
I remember, see if there's a particular day. So the day that they filmed me on the park bench with Kirsten. That was the nicest way they could have put that. I actually think that the reason, because I remember people commenting, it was online, like, why was that scene so short? It should have been longer. And I'm like, they couldn't have, like, that would have actually, like, I think people would have been like, is she okay? Because I had like, I remember I took a phone call and I didn't realise my mic was still on. And I remember the cameraman saying to me, what I just listened to just broke my heart. And I remember thinking, oh no, he's just heard all of that. Is that going to get aired? And I remember I said, can you, whatever you do, you don't put that in. And they were like, we actually couldn't. Like that,
they've got a duty of care.
And like the BBC were great. You get a psychiatrist, they check in with you, and they did check in with me a wee bit more because they knew what was going on about to come out. And I just had to say to them, like, there's going to be some things that are off limits. And then it was quite unfortunate because we filmed it in the summer, but it didn't come out to February, and then things get progressively worse. That I was like, for the sake of me, I have to ask you to cut certain things out.
And maybe I see when you're doing like a TV show like that, do you have like that kind of? Is there a level of what you can ask them to? Yeah,
you can't just be like, nah, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
Like, because they're a bit
like... Do you think you guys had more power over that though, as influencers for the agency than like the likes of Livy and all that would have had on theirs? Like, because I think our experience was quite different.
Yeah. Was that, I can never remember. I don't think I was on.
No, I don't think, I think
I was more like there to support. Like, I remember
it wasn't so much aimed at around your life. So
Megan Hillary was like, well, you've been a scene with me, but then she cut that scene anyway. And then like, I think I'd like maybe helped out in some stuff. But for me, because my scenes were actually like regarding mental health and like safety things that they just couldn't post. They were like, we couldn't do that.
But thank God though, because imagine like they didn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
and
no,
they
that
just
was
done it. That's
I was
scary.
over some of it because I was like, I need you for the sake of like my life to not put that out there.
Around it. Because like, you probably feel that way until it aired. Because as much as they're telling you one thing, you're still like, well, I don't know what's going to get happening in the editing room.
Yeah, you don't. And like, I do think that with Kirsten and Amy, they don't get a full say.
Yeah,
I think people think that they get to control it.
No, they don't.
It's not their narrative. No, and I
doubt living that because they were like like the younger ones coming in and it was more a competition. Like I doubt they probably got much say.
I don't,
I could be wrong.
But see, people need to watch these things and remember it's a fucking TV show.
I know, but then,
you know what I mean? Like
everything that you're taking in that's on a screen, whether it's on TV, whether it's on fucking TikTok or Instagram, it's being curated for your views.
Yeah.
Like even the fucking silly little videos that I make in my kitchen, yous are seeing what I want you to see.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's very much like you can't take anything as gospel.
No.
When you're anything that has been edited for you.
Yeah. And it's not you editing it.
Exactly. I know, we literally, when we did, Livy was like our first proper guest. Only guest we've had on is our dads. And our 83-year-old gran.
A family affair.
So that was like our first thing. And obviously it was in Vegas. So it was like just a pure new thing. And we probably were nervous because we were out of our comfort zone in a new place. We're in here every week. It was a new place. And the amount of twats that would comment and say we were just interrupting, and I was like
the interviewers
we're not media trained. We are not media trained
at all. We're trying to be fucking Ant and Deck,
but you're just like it's just a conversation. It's a chat. Like that's, I find it a lot better. Like see when I go on like the podcast, or like you can tell hundreds of money behind them, and it's like big celebrities.
Yeah.
Nothing I relate to that.
Yeah. No, that's like me, because you're such a podcast girly. You love a podcast. And I do, but I don't ingest them the same way as you. But I think it's because I need to be like, see for us, like we always go back to, we're not a guest-led pod. We're going to start this chaotic conversations and have somebody in at the end of every season because it's fun and it's good for us as well. But like ultimately, if I'm watching something, I need to be invested in the people behind it and what they're all about, and I need to be able to relate to it. Don't need to agree with everything, but I need to be able to relate to them on a level.
Yeah.
So see, that's the kind of way I am.
Yeah.
Like I need to have something where I'm like, oh right, okay, I get that, or I get why you say that, or do you know what I mean?
I was actually going to, this is pure backwards because I should ask you this at the start, but you were a makeup artist before.
Yeah.
So how did you, I know this is so fucking backwards, but what did you expect, guys? That. Yeah, so how did the influence, I want to know how you actually, this job came about.
So it was, I did makeup and then...
Where did you do makeup, sorry?
I did at Onyx.
So you did,
Iconic.
You know Jade McPike?
Yes.
Did you work with Jade?
Yeah, so me and Jade are now like really good pals. And then like I worked with like Sam Hendry, obviously.
Yeah, so her salon has it been affected?
Yeah. I worked with like the guy Adam, he was just... Not Alan, sorry. Alan, he was really good at makeup. He was like the makeup artist in Glasgow, but he doesn't live in Glasgow anymore. But like,
what was his surname?
Reese, Alan Reese.
Don't know.
No, he was like, I mean, but back then he was like, you could not get an appointment with him. He was like, it was just the best. The salon was so good at a certain time because it had all these like good makeup artists. We were mobbed.
And you were then going out at the weekend? And
get out at the weekend, like, just didn't care. Like, I could do a 7/7 without a break. Like, you couldn't pay me. There's no money in the world that pay me to do that now. But like,
it's weird though, because that's me, innit? I work silly shifts, but I think there is a difference. See, when it's for you and your money, and like, you're not working, like you're not going to get paid if you're not there. You do end up working silly shifts.
You would do like weddings and then go and do a full shift. Like, I know. But like, my body would simply crumble.
Decline.
My legs would be like, this isn't for us.
Who are you?
Yeah, literally. But I was a makeup artist, and then it was Kirsten that booked me because she did the socials at Quiz. So she booked me to do the makeup for a quiz shoot.
Is that how you met?
Yeah, that's how I met Kirsten. And then that just became where they would book me all the time. And then it was really common back then for like brands to poach people. So like iCrush then got me to do it. Then Quiz would be like, we'll give you more money.
So for makeup?
So
you were actually doing makeup?
Yeah. And then they had an influencer, Alicia LeMay. And they were like, you used to look, because I would always go to jobs full, and I'm talking full glam. Like this is actual
you're
basic.
Advertising yourself.
Yeah. Like I'd have like an Eldora M108 if you're a makeup artist.
And what age were you at the time?
God, what was I like? 21, 22, maybe. I must have been 21 because going on 22 because I remember they offered me money to do the shoot with Alicia LeMay, and I was got Ibiza, and I was like, I'll get behind that.
It's not that, but I feel like you were a makeup artist at the best possible time for makeup. See, 2016 makeup, like
big wispy lashes,
the best. Like
it's actually,
literally
I feel like it's kind of sneaking back, but
it is. I feel like you're full glam. Yeah, but like Clean Girl is out, and I've never been happier, to be honest. Like I could never.
Like the amount of foundation I've put on people's skins, probably actually no well. Like I probably caused them acne. I had the like slapping on MAC and all that, like big lashes, and then it was like the gel black liner you'd have on for about a week.
Anastasia, Beverly Hills.
I feel like at that period of time, and I would have been younger at this point, but I remember like people would actually get their makeup done, wake up the next day and go out again with the same makeup they had done. Do you know what I mean?
I had clients that if they couldn't get me on a Saturday, they'd book me on a Friday night and sleep in it.
Yeah, literally crazy.
And I used to think, whoa, this is mental.
And did you, so then the influencing just came after that, like doing working with brands?
Once I did that shoot for Quiz where I was like with Alicia LeMay, who was like an influencer at the time, it kind of just became a thing like, who's that? So then brands would be like, can we send you clothes? And I was just like doing it because I was like, me and my pals are all getting free clothes, I'm getting free makeup. Like I'd done it for the freebies. I was 21, 22. This was near a thing.
Who wouldn't though? I feel it, but I do feel like even now there's people that try to get into like influencer, like being a content creator or making content, and they are doing it for what they can get out of it. They're not doing it because they actually want to make a video or they're interested or they've got a niche or they want to give information or anything like that. They're doing it because they want to get the freebies. I mean, and like fair play, do you know what I mean? But like, I do think that.
So sorry. I think the bottom of my bra was showing that full time.
Well, fucking tough titties, literally.
Titties are out.
Like, maybe
no, my titties will be hanging. If they were out, you'd know about it. Anyway, sorry, that was really rude.
Aye, well, what's new?
Sorry. Like, I just had to.
I'm really sorry.
I'm really sorry, guys. If you can see, you can't, I know you can't see my nipples, but if you could see it, sorry.
Honestly, you'd rather see our nipples than our hairy belly button anyway, guys. So.
No, that's true. I get one pure straggler on my belly button.
She's got like a massive black pube on her belly button. It's crazy. Like,
it's not on my belly button.
Coming into it.
That's fucking mental. It's shave it every day. Actually, forget you and says me something. Shit, you forgot.
There he is again. There he is again. Put him back up.
Bit of stubble on your belly button.
There was one time we were making a TikTok in Tesco, right? And she was like, we're doing this TikTok in Tesco, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. She's like, what did I, like, we're miming something. She's like, did I not do it? And I was like, no, your fucking belly button's your full bump on your belly button.
Right, I need to actually, because I knew this would happen.
We need to get back on track because we're almost an hour in and we've not done dilemmas, and I think we've asked one question.
Yeah. And it's just
they're like, why you asking
probably
us?
Answered a lot in the chat, but did I not say that? I said tangents. Yeah. That's what happens. So let me see. Okay.
So just to like kind of close the book on Blythe, because I feel like we didn't. So obviously it's been like mega up and down. So as of right now, because I seen you had jammies and all that out at Christmas time. So are you going to be doing more jam? Because I want a pair. Yeah, I literally was seeing your video. Were you like in the bathroom? And I was like, I love a pair of jammies.
But was it not you've ordered satin, but everyone wanted cotton? Yeah.
But that would be me. That would be me. I would want cotton as well.
Really fucking.
Do you prefer a satin jammy?
Yeah.
Do you? But you're a fake tanner, no?
I know, but like, I just don't.
Do you not stick to it?
No.
Oh, see, I love a cotton jammy.
I mean, I definitely think I maybe look better in a cotton jammy, but there's something I just love about a good satin.
But I feel like satin, if you're fresh out the shower, you've shaved and you're not putting fresh tan on, put satin jammies on. See if I've tanned, satin sticks.
I do know what you mean. I everyone's opinion, I was like, valid. So we have to go back to drawing board, get a new sample, and there should be here by the end of April.
So are you bringing it out cotton and satin then in your next drop?
Of you completely?
Yeah, oh, they're in production, so they're fully getting made, but it's just going to be like a plain white with a black piping, quite old money vibes. Nice. I'll get the vibe, because I always like to bring out one and then are they too long, are they too short, are they too tight, it's the size and shite. Like, give me your opinion and then I can go back and bring out a collection. But now I couldn't afford to go and
trial it.
Yeah.
I think they'll do really well though.
Yeah,
I think that
everyone loves our jammy.
I'm not going to. They're
Are they?
Yeah, they look good. They look good. I had my eyes on them. I actually went to the website after I seen that video and I've seen that you didn't have them. And I was like, okay.
They're really thick, like they're a good quality pajama.
I feel like, see as well, like it's such a good thing you being in the job you are, and if you probably so many clothes you've seen, so you're a good like eye to pick out these fabrics and because you deal with it.
Or like I'll try things on and I'm like, oh my God, the waistband on that was barking. Yeah. So then I know not to do that.
You've got your own like arcs, so you want to make sure that you're not. And ultimately, like I feel like it's always going to be successful because people do look up to you like style wise, so they want to be wearing what you're wearing. They want to be like, well, what does she think looks good? So that will drive them to your site.
And I think it's nice like when people can see a body that's maybe similar to theirs. Do you know what I mean? Like obviously I'm not a size 6, like I'm a 12 sometimes in Zara. No. And I'm like, why are you affecting my mental health like that? But like, I'm a normal shape of a girl. Like, I'm 31. I'm not a wee girl anymore with this wee girl body. Like, I think it's sometimes nice to see that.
I think that's so refreshing about you, Abbie. See, even like you're obviously like absolutely like rocketing on Instagram, but you're not like your typical like Instagram face. I mean, you're like so naturally gorgeous, like related to you, because like you're not looking at you and thinking, what has she done to her face? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? You're just gorgeous the way you are. Do you know what I mean? You've not like pure, but you know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? Like, I'm not even trying to like lick your nipples. I just mean like, do you know what I mean? I just feel like you get to a point where like there's a lot of like the influencers that all start to look the same. Do you know what I mean? And it's nice.
And I live a normal life. Like, okay, I'm an influencer, but like this is what I always think people think is I don't earn probably what people think I earn, right? Like, I do normal. A very good salary, but not like I know influencers and I'm just like, you earn that a month?
Yeah, like crazy.
That's money. What some people earn a year. But like, I have a normal life. I have normal pals. My mum and dad, normal family.
Everybody keeps everyone around you kind of keeps you grounded
with money. Like, I'm not surrounded by money. Yeah, I've been very fortunate to like buy my own home and things like that. But like, I had to save up for that. That wasn't just. There you go.
But that wasn't, I get paid that for a brand, I'll just buy a house. Well, like, people do think that though, that they're like,
I'm skint this month. I've not got a pot to piss in. I bought a house. That's normal. That's normal. The way a normal person would be. And I'm like, just because my job's like social media doesn't mean I'm no normal.
People just think though that they just assume, and they will assume that people have like more money, and they assume people are getting all these like jobs that are paying ridiculous. And they also look at the likes of you and your job. People will just be like, oh well, she doesn't date, and do you know what I mean? That whole pattern. See, with that pisses me off, because I'm like, see, if people, it actually takes a lot to put yourself out there for one, because like we were talking about earlier, people just speculate about your whole life.
Everything.
Like, that's not enjoyable. Do you know what I mean?
I'm very
obviously
good
there's perks,
at like not listening.
Yeah.
And drowning it out. I feel like with all my friends and family are also very good with it, like they don't tell me.
Yeah.
So see what they hear, high chance I don't know about it.
But do you not think I'm very much like what a stranger's opinion of me is none of my business.
No.
Like it's like what the back of your head looks like.
None of my business. I remember my dad said this to me and it stuck, right? It was like, you can't change that opinion. You can't delete it because it's no you wrote it. You can't go on and argue it. So don't read it. And I just thought,
so true.
That's actually it. And see now, I'm like so, it's weird. I do find this weird when people are like, by the way, I heard, why are you telling me that?
I know.
What ruined my day?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm a very anxious person. I do like take what people think about me and like pure personal. Yeah. And I'm just like
why have you told me that? Because they might see it as a bit of gossip, but you're like, that's my life.
Or like, did you know by the way that? And I'm like, no, I didn't know, but choose for let me know.
But then, do you know what I think? People sometimes are just trying to bring you down a peg or two. It's almost like, I'm not feeling great today and I want to bring you down to my level. So I'm just, see, at the end of the day, I kind of love that saying, I'm going to butcher it, but it's like, no my saying, but it's a saying of like, somebody that thinks of themselves as like a level above you is never going to try and bring you down.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I know what
like,
you're trying to say.
It's not that, but it's basically like somebody who isn't threatened by you is only ever going to encourage you.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. Like it's the same sort of thing. Isn't it? Like, so I just think, you know.
Right. Should we do quick fire on these questions, then we'll do the dilemmas and then we'll
I'll give short answers.
One piece of advice. We just can't answer up. It's us.
I know, actually.
One piece of advice you'd give your younger self.
Just don't care about what you look like to other people.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
What's your favourite, and I don't know if that's you want to answer, favourite and least favourite brand to work with?
Favourite brand? Do you know what? I'm actually going to say Soft and Gentle, because they were the only brand, not the only brand, but the big brand that reached out to me and I lost my voice.
Oh,
and they were like, we're going to book Abbie for a job, and it was like enough to pay my bills that month. And I remember I pure couldn't get it out of my head, and then they sent me for a free spa day. So Soft and Jet, I just think they're a massive company. I like nothing to them. Like
that's actually amazing. So like, they're not actually seen as what can she do for us. It's like, how can we support her?
And even the content I sent over, if it needs amendments, they were like, doesn't need a thing. And I'm like, use defo want amendments, but they were just like, let her post it, we'll pay her.
There you go, guys. Soft and gentle if you're looking to change up your deodorant brands.
And now that's the only deodorant I'll use. I'm like,
is it?
You're like a loyalist.
I'm at Nasdaq. Thank you.
Straight in my basket.
As if I'm pure affecting their sales. I mean, that one bottle a month.
Well, maybe we will now, guys.
Soft and
make the switch.
Soft and Gentle used to have one, and it was like the light blue aqua coloured lid, and it was watermelon. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Well, I've
so
got the
good.
pink one of that, which I think is like sensitive skin.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Oh, you sensitive skin. Everything.
Aye, but my worst brand, I wouldn't say.
Yeah, I didn't think you would.
But I think with that though, you just don't work with them
people,
again. So I don't know if you got like a thing with pain au chocolat.
No.
Because somebody said that our pain au chocolat is the best munch there is, and I was like, I didn't know if you had a fucking
what la croissant,
like a chocolate. Somebody said, "Is pain au chocolat the best munch there is?" And I was like, "Oh, she must really like pain au chocolat." Or something.
No, I've not got like anything for them. No.
So no, they're no.
I'd actually take a plain croissant over a champagne.
There's another one. I have to know if Jade and Abbie are neighbours, but no.
We're in the same area.
No, not even close.
No.
What's the most chaotic side of being an influencer?
Probably the stories you hear about yourself. Aren't even remotely close.
Not even like even other
just
people.
Chinese whispers.
Like I feel like I don't even think that we can say that we're like we've obviously like with this and all that, so we're meeting like more people. And do you know what actually baffles me? The amount that, without like pure like throwing people on, but the amount that people talk about each other.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy to like for us. I think just because we're not like that at all.
No.
Like the amount of stuff that we've been told about strangers is crazy.
But also, but then it's funny because you think people would read the room or read the people they're speaking to because we give a fuck.
We actually have been in positions where we literally will look at each other like, what one of us is going to change this subject? It's so awkward.
You're trying to catch me out here
because that's how I feel. That's how I feel.
And the worst thing is you think if you're saying all that, surely you must be saying this stuff about me.
Yeah, that's what I'll say to her. I'm like, we always talk about like staying in our lane and just being
always.
like, if it doesn't affect us, then what else? Okay, tips to get over a breakup. Abbie is thriving now. What's different in her new relationship?
Oh my god, it's not.
You want to give Dina a wee bit?
I know, he's a good boy. Honestly, I cannot
fault him.
No, the only way I can explain it is I've never, and it sounds pure cringe, right? But I have never felt safe the way I feel with Dean in every aspect of like, he goes a night out, I'm sleeping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm rested.
Yeah.
Like,
You're not
I'm
worried.
waiting up to see
anxious.
where you are because I know he's got the respect of if I'm staying out, I'll tell her all those things. And even just like, see the way he speaks about me when I'm not in the room.
Yeah.
Or like even daft things. I was at an event the other night and he walked out with like a bunch of flowers. Because he was just like, I've not bought them in a wee while, and I know you were like wanting a wee pick me up and whatever. And
you're
it's just
not
like,
used to it, so you're like, this is mental.
No, and like, it's weird because it's the only word I can explain from him is like, I feel so safe with him.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think when you've had that, not had that, or you've had the opposite of that, when you get it, you're just a bit like, so this is obviously
this
normal.
is what it should be.
And then now I know what my friends have got, and I know that sounds mental, but like I used to be. You look at all my friends' relationships because they're all with amazing people and think I can only hope that I get that normal. Where like they're not going out, like they're not like big millionaires, pure lavish lifestyles. But I know every one of their partners adore and would like do anything for any of my pals. And I just think, see, to get that, it's to me, it's like it wasn't in my reach. Whereas now I'm like, oh my god, I've got that with Dean.
Yeah. Did you know Dean
so
beforehand?
Nice.
Yeah. So we used to like, we all know the same people. And we used to go to the same pub every Christmas Eve growing up. So like I knew of him, but like I was in a long-term relationship. So was he. Like we would never have probably crossed paths. And I think we were both single. It was like somehow we got each other on Instagram. And then but like
invisible
I know his, I know his pals, he knows all mine. Like we're
Ideal.
like I've been in parties with his pals, vice versa. Like it's just
so easy.
So when we were getting to know each other, I already knew him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So easy to just merge your lives as well if you already know all the same people.
Because I'm like, you don't really need to introduce me to many people. But I know him. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just
so there is hope if you're getting over a breakup, if you're literally currently questioning things. There's always better.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Don't be
like I done it in my like 28 was I when that all kicked off, and like I thought life was over. Like when my friends were all getting married, having babies, I was going to weddings myself, and it's
harder when you're older because you just think in your head.
People do stay in relationships because they genuinely like you kind of touched on it there by saying, I don't think I'm ever going to get better than that. I don't think that's for me. It's out with my reach. You said. I think there's a lot of people that genuinely do think that, and they stay in relationships that they're not necessarily happy in because they think, but I won't actually get that. That's a fate. That's not real. That's a
I think a lot of people when you're older, you think, I don't want to lose my house. Don't really want to lose that friend circle. I totally see kids. I think that's like a different like kettle of fish. But like I think like for me, I always kept thinking, but my house and my life, and why would I want to walk away from it? And then see, because it just happened anyway. I'm like, that's cool. I had absolutely nothing, not a single thing happening, and now I've got it all again. 30 going on 31, know what I mean? Like, I never thought that could have happened that quickly, and it did because I was in the right relationship. You know what I mean?
When it's like when you know, isn't it?
It's so true. And I'm just like, regardless of your age, like, would I rather be like my dad always said that to me, would you rather be 28 going through the worst heartbreak of your life or do it at 40 with 2 kids?
Literally, and I thought, that's
take it now.
Your dad 100%. Sounds like a wise man.
I know. He's good. See, when I'm at rock bottom, he's good with words.
He'll be on next season, guys. We'll get it sorted.
I'm so happy for
Mr.
you though.
Words of advice from Mr.
I'm glad you found that, because that is like, see, especially when you're older and you're in these situations and you're thinking it's just the worst thing ever, isn't it? Like it's the worst thing, especially at that age. And if you people that are at that age and want kids, you worry about all that, and it's just scary to not think you're going to meet someone. And also in a way as well, see, because you are kind of in the public eye in Glasgow, that's another scary thing about meeting new people. Do you know what I mean? If you didn't know Dean, do you know what I mean? Meeting you don't know if they're just with you because, do you know what I mean? You've got like a name for yourself.
Going on dates, I was like, oh no, I can't go there. Sorry, no, can you take me Edinburgh? Like, what difference does it make? But I hated it. Whereas with Dean, I was just like, well, we could just be it together.
Because you kind of know of each other. No, I'm dead
and then
happy
I also didn't really notice when I was with Dean, because me and him were just,
you were in your own wee bubble.
So I think you do know when you know. I know it's cheesy, but you do.
No, I think that's so nice. I'm pleased for you.
Thank you.
Everything's all falling into place.
Right, are we going on to dilemmas? Is there a couple more questions?
No, I think we can go on. They're all kind of much the same, and I feel like we've also covered loads just from like going off in tangents. But we've got a couple of juicy dilemmas this week, guys. I'm actually interested.
There's one of them I've not read because I didn't want to. I like to sometimes Laurie will read them and I don't want to because I want to be shocked.
Right, so let's get into the first one. Okay, so all of our dilemmas are what's the word? Anonymous. Right. Anonymous, so we don't say names.
But I think one of these have pictures.
Yeah, one of them's got pictures, which we love, guys. Honestly,
send the pictures in.
I used to be like, I don't know if it make a difference. It makes such a difference, especially with the second dilemma. Hi girls, I genuinely don't know if my life has turned into a reality show or if this is actually happening. I've been married to my husband for 4 years. We've had our ups and downs, but nothing that ever made me feel that he would completely destroy my life. Dun, dun, dun.
Destroy that word, man.
About 6 months ago, my younger sister moved in with us temporarily after breaking up with her boyfriend. I didn't think twice about it because we've always been really close and I wanted to help her get back on her feet.
As you would.
I'd do that for you.
I'd do that for you, no?
Fast forward to last month when my sister suddenly announced that she was pregnant. Everyone was shocked because she'd said she was single. Well, turns out the baby is my husband's. Apparently, they'd been sleeping together for a few months while she was living in our house, whilst I was there.
No way that this shit actually goes on.
I immediately told my husband to leave and I haven't spoken to my sister since, but here's where it gets worse. My parents are now pressuring me to try to forgive them because there's a baby involved and they don't want the family to be divided.
I know, bother.
My mum even said that people make mistakes and that the baby deserves cousins and family. To make things even more insane, my sister texted me saying she hopes one day we can all move forward and that she didn't mean for it. She tripped and fell on his dick, basically. She didn't mean for it to happen. I feel like my entire family is acting like I'm the unreasonable one for cutting them both off. Am I wrong for wanting absolutely nothing to do with either of them ever again, or am I letting anger destroy my family? I honestly don't know what a normal reaction is anymore. Please help me.
I'm sorry. You're dead to me, R.I.P.
Literally, literally deceased. I have
no, like you are. Like,
I am an only child.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
Do you know what's actually
the fact that she's getting gaslit and you think that she's the fucking problem?
So I have to forgive you and your
sister and your man
of a baby that shouldn't have happened because you two shouldn't have been shagging.
Literally.
No, sorry.
Literally.
And I know this sounds horrible, right?
Oh no, I would be the exact same.
But like,
you would be.
Wish you in your pregnancy all the best. Wish you have a healthy baby.
100%.
I want nothing to do with
either
that whole situation.
100%.
Even the people that
I wouldn't be wishing harm on you. At the end of the day, you're pregnant.
I'd wish harm on him.
Yeah, 100%. I wouldn't, but I would no longer have a sister.
No, you're dead.
Like 100%. And honestly, I would go as far as to say, like, I can't relate to that because my parents wouldn't act like that.
That's what I was
but I would go as far as to say that if my parents were making it a problem, they'd be fucked off and all.
By the way, I know I would.
Because that's what I was going to say about all the people getting involved, making her feel like she shouldn't be upset.
Why is there no duty of care for her whose life has just been blown up?
Yeah, do you not think it's embarrassing for her enough to know that her sister was shagging her husband
while she was living in her
house? All
house.
the family are talking about it and we're all talking about the fact that she should just go over it. Do you not think that's embarrassing enough?
Literally.
There's probably going to be a fucking baby shower and all that and she's literally
I want to know, are they still together?
No, she just said she's cut them out.
No, the sister and the husband.
Oh, she never mentioned whether they're still together, but I mean, you'd imagine if they're saying forgive them and
that's
all that.
Actually horrific though. Like, it's so easy to just say the situation,
like,
but
I never meant
being
for
in
it
that
to happen.
situation.
What? So you never meant to get pregnant? I'd believe that, but like, what do you mean? You know, it's not been a one-off. You've been shagging consistently for months under my roof, and you never meant. What did you mean to happen then? You stupid bitch.
Like one-off, I don't have sympathy for. Like, I just think have some self-fucking respect.
I know.
But you have done it. You've clearly felt bad. The two of you have had a conversation at one point going, can I talk about this? Don't ever bring this up. This never happened. And then done it again. That's
horrific.
That's like heartbreak that is enough to ruin someone.
No,
and they're close. They're close enough that she's like, come and live with us.
Your trust would
like you're bringing her. Like they're so close that it's like not even a question. Come and stay with us after the breakup. And the husband is also probably taking advantage of the fact that she's at a breakup.
What
and
a smelly arsehole he is.
Disgusting.
But see, just that's so unfortunate for her. But yeah, if you're listening, you need to not care what your family are thinking.
No.
You're doing the right thing, cutting them off. See if whatever feels right to you and how you go over this, then that is what you do.
And also, you get what you put up with. So I feel like if you then just like take this line down, you're basically showing all them that they can do what the fuck they want to you and there's no consequences. Like,
and I just can't like you can't expect someone to be okay with that. That poor lassie will be like an actual shell of a human being.
And imagine not even having your mum and dad to back your corner.
Why are they not? I feel terrible that your mum, like, even I can understand like even like your dad not seeing it from like a woman's perspective, but your mum, like I feel like my mum would literally not leave my side if something like that happens to me, and I'm so sorry that you don't have that. I hope you've got friends or some other family or somebody in your corner because you deserve it and you're not in the wrong and you're not crazy. Like, I would, oh my God, I would be arrested. I would be fucking arrested. Like, genuinely, like it was.
I think me and my full group chat would be arrested.
Close. The group chat is closed because we don't get phones in jail.
They're going down with me, like literally.
Oh, yeah, actually, that just breaks my heart because that's your sister. Like, that's grim.
No, brutal. Right.
Anyway, right, the
Do
other
you
one
have
is
any
in
opinions
the email.
on that, Grant?
That's just bonkers, isn't it?
Bonkers, literally. Would you think she's in the wrong for?
No.
So you're standing with us?
Aye, 100%.
Continue to like be the problem, babes.
Families need to give themselves a shake, I think. Especially the mum.
I know.
Mm.
Oh, you'd be gutted.
Right,
so
Larry, this one.
Oh shit, you've got it, yeah, perfect.
I'm so excited to listen to the photos. Yeah.
This one's good. She's not, so I read this in the car.
I've seen it pop up.
And I've seen the photos and Jade hasn't, but the photos are like important. So she was like, I don't want to see the photos, I want to see them on the pods.
Okay. I'm a shite reader, by the way, right? So just so
you really need to lock in here, Abbie.
Right. So the subject line is doppelganger or long lost sister. I know. Wild. Okay. Right. Hey girlies, please keep me anonymous. Lol. So I have a bit of a...
So I love an ironic lol.
I have a bit of a situation here and I don't know what to do. Over the years, I've known of a girl who looks very like me, similarities, etc. I'm in the hair and beauty industry, and recently I had a client come to me and tell me she went somewhere for a different treatment, and she said to me, it was as if I was sitting in the room with you. You speak similar personalities, and it's as if it was you. Now I'm at the stage where I'm like, should I reach out to this girl, or do you think she'll think I'm a Fruit Loop? The thing that's making me so delusional about this is I was told I had a different dad to my sister and brother when I was about 10 or 11. I eventually met my real dad and learned that I had a half sister, which, to be honest, through the years we didn't really connect. We have each other on socials, but I haven't seen her in years, and in the past where I've met up with her, it just feels quite awkward. Also, I don't have a relationship with her dad at all. But now I'm thinking, is there more to it, and maybe this other girl is in fact my sister? Or do you think I'm just being mental and I have a doppelganger? Lol. I've attached pics of me and this doppelganger potential family member and my half sister. Let me know what you think. Love yous.
So basically, she knows that she has a half sister, right? So there's pictures of her and her half sister, but she's thinking that this other girl who everyone's been saying looks just like her, acts just like her, might actually be another daughter of this dad's.
Right.
So she sent photos of her, she sent photos of her half sister, and she sent photos of this girl. And I've seen the photos and I think they... 3 of them look like sisters.
No. Here, what is it when we want choking to get my tits out this episode?
I know,
my buttons keep popping.
Save it for the Patreon. That's when we get spicy.
Right,
I need these photos.
So first 3 pics
show
are
you the
me,
one one, actually.
then my doppelganger, then 2 pics of my half sister. First 3 pics are me.
Okay. Oh.
Right, so
hold the bus. Can you help me here?
First 3 pictures of her.
Pictures are the girl who sent in the dilemma.
Okay, you're beautiful by the way.
Sorry, her skin.
I know, literally.
The glow.
So nice.
She looks gorgeous.
Also, I would love to know if that's her real hair.
I know, by the way, it looks very real.
Let us know, babes.
Right,
so then the next photos are the doppelganger that she doesn't know. She's not met her.
I know.
Do you? Really? Do you know who the last one is?
And then the last one with the different hair colour is the half sister.
Right, so I feel like the half sister
looks
more like the doppelganger.
Yeah.
But then,
but they all look like
the doppelgangers.
Sisters.
Yeah. But this photo,
and
identical,
literally crazy.
And then that one.
I'll show you in a wee second.
Her are the spit of each other.
Literally. So it's more like she's not actually doesn't look like the half sister. They both look more like the doppelganger.
The half sister might look more like the dad than she does as well. Because I do think the doppelganger and the half sister, apart from the hair colour, look very alike facially.
But I do think the
3 of you are given sisters. For sure.
See this area,
and like the cheeks.
Yeah.
That's wild. I'd be fucking spiraling if I was you. I get it.
What did she say at the end? Oh wait, I'm on the thing.
She wants to know if she should message her. No, but then what if? But do you know what you need to look at it though? You need to know. Let's see that girl that's a doppelganger. She might think her dad's her dad. She might if that is
what you think. She might not know that who her real dad is.
Well, we don't know that this might just be a fictional story, but if just imagine that you do share a dad with her, she might not know that. She might have a dad at home that she thinks is her dad. So you also need to take that into account. You don't want to be blowing up somebody's life potentially.
I just think it's quite mental how the stepsister is a double of the
doppelganger. Who is it that you know?
The
doppelganger. Interesting.
But I
do see the similarities though. And Wilder as well, that she's said it was like being in a room with you, same mannerisms, because they say that with families, don't they, the mannerisms of to your relatives.
The first 3 photos are her, and then the next 2 photos are the doppelganger, and then the last photos are the half sister.
That's off its tits.
Imagine though, you've grew up knowing what you think is mum and dad.
That's quite traumatising though,
and then you find out that's not the case.
That's literally so traumatising.
Or it might still be the case, but then you find out you've got siblings.
Yeah.
You'd be gutted.
Oh my God.
But then I don't know, I'm quite a bit of a weirdo. I think I'd want to just be no.
I know.
would you like not want to know?
No.
Like,
Yeah, because I know I get that though.
I do get it, but I'm also such a nosy bitch. See, if I found out I had like brothers and sisters, I'd be like, when are we meeting up? I would just want to know.
No, see, I think I'd struggle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Look, it's awesome. You've got a new uncle.
I would literally be like sitting there like, sister.
Nah, that's crazy.
I don't like.
Do you think they look like they could be sisters?
It's so weird because it's not like, see if it was I would say her actual half sister doesn't really look like her, but the middle one looks like the pair of them.
Yeah. The middle one looks like a mix of the two of you. Yeah.
But then they're not going to look so alike, because if they've all got essentially different mums,
they might take more after their mum.
They're like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I would maybe do? I'm just like looking at this again, and you're saying that you're in the same industry. Is there a way that you could like book in? I was going to say that under like a wee, like just like as a like
what's your
pretending that you.
Like, if you get a dad,
I thought you were asking me that. I was like, Sean.
But can you imagine like actually going in detective mode and being like, so tell me about your family. She's leaning over you get a bit of hair for a DNA test.
Yeah. See if I'm being like bad about it. Could she maybe invite her in? Nah, it would be too obvious.
Give her like a cup of water.
Free cut and colour. It's like,
oh my God.
What else can you get DNA from though?
Saliva.
Spitting this cup.
Can I have a swab, please?
But
oh my God.
No, that's wild.
I feel like we've got, that was like, we don't usually get two bangers in the one episode, but that was
they
good.
were belters.
It's also mental that she's thought about it before that customer came in her chair.
Yeah.
So there's something that's obviously got to have triggered that for you to maybe have those thoughts. Because not being funny, like you can see people, but I'm not like, are you my sister? You know what I mean? Like you're not. So there's got to be something.
Walking down Buchanan Street, sister.
Like blonde loves a blowjob. But you know what I mean? Like there's got to be something for that girl to have that gut. You're not just hitting out with that unless you genuinely.
I feel like female instinct is like such a massive thing,
like
isn't it?
gut feeling.
Yeah,
so I think she should go with her gut.
But how do you think?
So would you? So you think she should storm her business and be like, sis?
I mean, it's hard because I personally probably wouldn't go directly to the girl. I think if I was her, I know she's not got a relationship with her dad, but I would think I would be like, look, I've heard something. I would just lie, but like, I've heard something. I'm going to ask you. You get a chance to admit it. Is there a chance I've got other siblings? And then if he's
but
like,
then the dad also might not know.
Yeah, he might have. He might have had a wild couple months.
If the dad's not actually birthed her, the only thing for me is like they all seem a similar age, so logistically.
But men could literally impregnate 3 people in 1 hour.
Yeah, of course, they could all have been born on the same fucking day, really.
That's the thing, isn't it? Why? Sorry, I could talk about this all day, but why do we are the ones that are to take the contraception when men can literally impregnate 100 women in a day, Savant?
No.
Lock them all up at this point. Let's just fucking be done with it.
But what? That's fucking baffles me. What do you think about
accept
that,
Grant.
You're exempt.
What do I think about what?
Like the fact that
you could impregnate like 3 people in the same day. Do you think that should be allowed?
30?
Illegal.
Yeah, just have a good pull-out game in it.
Oh my God, that's such a guy thing to say.
That is.
I can't have any more kids in my money.
You said the snap.
Yep.
Oh, have you?
I just said that as a joke.
Oh, there you go.
There you go then.
Yeah.
But and the snip's reversible.
He can pump for fun. Well, he can't really because Nicole would have
the snip's reversible. I think you can reverse the snip. Yeah. But a bit risky.
I think it's dodgy. Aye.
Nah, a bit risky.
Know that, but you're.
My dad actually had to get it done twice.
Who?
My dad.
Why?
Isn't he stopping him?
My mum's been sterilised.
Has she?
Yeah, she got her tubes tied when she had Leo.
My dad's tubes just went back together. Like,
wow.
This man is meant to populate.
If men got tubes, but is that not a women hang tubes?
well, they tie it like they burn it and then they tie it. You can smell it burning. When you get
Oh, nice.
Gets
burning flesh.
Literally, we're over it. Right.
20 minutes in and out. That's what it is.
Oh, so it's not too bad.
Guys, you've had an extra long episode today.
Yeah.
And you've got Abbie to thank.
Yeah.
But I honestly feel like I could talk another hour.
Same.
Like, genuinely.
Same.
But thank you so much for coming on.
Me. I've absolutely loved it.
We did get you a wee... Well, actually,
We got you a wee present, but it's not that.
It's actually...
It's not in a box.
It's not in a box because we're...
It's actually got Laurie's address on it, so
know.
don't turn up at her house.
I know about you.
It's actually not really for you. I'll just let you...
Have you opened them yet?
I opened them to check that everything was fine.
This is so nice.
Just to thank you
wait
for
till you see
coming
them.
on.
You might be like, no, it's like worse than my wallpaper.
Oh my God, I need to get into this.
It's wee treat boxes.
Guys, don't. That'll set me off.
We just thought, like, we didn't want to get you something for the house because we don't obviously know your taste, but we thought that can go in a cupboard.
This is
for
my
these
vibe,
two.
the light oak.
Yeah.
The light oak.
No,
So we got Coco and Bear, little treat.
Guys, that's so kind.
No, that's all right.
No,
We
we really
thank you for
appreciate
coming
you coming
on. We
on.
absolutely, we still can't
my
believe
God,
that you
wait.
agreed to it.
Wait,
No, literally.
I'm going to go buy them treats. I'm going to be like,
I know. Do you know? I was actually thinking
even
that
speak
we
about
should have got them
the
treats, but then we don't know what treats that they
oh,
like.
the fussy buggers.
Are they?
Close to getting.
Do you think you'll get another?
No.
No.
See,
Fair enough.
Dean's wee boy doesn't love dogs, but he's really came round to Bear and Coco.
Yeah.
That's good.
So I'm like, let's not traumatise the baby.
Yeah. What age is his wee boy?
He'll be 6 soon.
6.
So like he's a good wee age, but like he loves, he's better with Bear because Bear's more like, cuddle me. Whereas Coco's like, say hi and then walk out the room.
No.
And she makes it clear.
But she's like,
That's her
I'm
stance.
unapproachable.
Bear actually looks like a bear, doesn't he? Looks like a teddy. He is a
pure
gorgeous
cute.
dog. They both
I have
are.
to say, I'm actually not a pet person.
No.
And I'm also not somebody that wants to sit and look at photos of other people's pets. I don't have
Right.
it. I'm very much like, I'll put on like my...
Glad
oh,
I've never done that at the start.
No, but like I'm very much like I wouldn't make it awkward, but that's lovely. But like if you get past like a fourth photo in my head, I'm like, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Like, but Jade obviously done the mock up and she put the dogs in it, and I was like, they are fucking cute.
See, when I seen that, I was just like, nah, that is actually.
Yeah, because I was like, when I think, do you know what I was thinking of? I was like, right, when I think Abbie, what do I think of? And I did think about Bear and Coco.
Yeah. I feel like
they're a staple.
yeah, like they're like iconic in their own right.
They are.
They too.
Yeah, and they're also gorgeous dogs. They're toy poodles.
Yeah.
My friend Leah, she's obsessed with toy poodles. She's had 2. She had one and she's got another, and I think she wants another.
Yeah. Oh, I would have countless. I think they're the
Pure
best
nice breeds.
dogs in the world.
And they don't shed.
No, so if you're allergic to dogs, they're hypoallergenic.
Well,
Oh, really?
riddle me this, right? Ewan is allergic to dogs, but his mum and dad did loads of research and got an Australian Labradoodle because they thought they don't shed, they're hypoallergenic. He's
Right.
still allergic.
Oh,
He's still allergic to hypoallergenic dogs. What's
don't
that?
tell me that because that's my cop out. Evan, you're allergic. It's okay that you can touch it.
Does it not depend the way they're breeded?
Well, I don't know.
I think it's something
But
to
it
do
was
with that.
an expensive dog. I don't
Right.
think
I think
it
as
would
well if they're cross. So like a full poodle's like hypoallergenic,
Fully.
but like a cockapoo
is a
probably isn't because that's mixed with like King Charles, all the kind of dogs. They're dogs that cast, so it depends on like you can get a
that makes
half
They're made
sense.
up of both. Sort of
and it can be like practically full poodle or like practically the other breed.
So are toy poodles 100% hypoallergenic?
So they're full poodle. So you get toy, miniature, and standard, and Bear and Coco are the toy, the small ones. So they're like their mum and dads were both poodles.
Poodle is such a funny word.
And poodle, I know the more you say it.
Poodle sounds cute.
I know, a wee
like
poodle.
a poodle could be like a big 6 foot monster, and you'd be like, oh, poodle.
Wee poodle.
Poodle.
It's actually quite cute for a wee name, like wee poodle.
Poodle's actually cute as a pet name. I might start calling Stuart Poodle, see what he does. You're like, fuck you soon. Shut up.
Right, well, thanks so much for tuning in, guys.
Thank
we will
you.
leave Abbie's stuff. We'll leave your stuff down below. We'll leave our tags for use a lot follower anyway.
I know, we're not telling them out on you. They know exactly where to find her. They know exactly where to find her.
But thanks for watching. And
Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thanks so
Thank
much,
you guys,
Abbie.
I loved it.
And we'll see you guys, if you're on Patreon, we'll see you over on Patreon on Sunday. And then we won't see them next week.
No, but we are doing a wee photo shoot next week for next season's
So we'll vlog it for
thing.
Patreon.
So we're going to vlog that for the Patreon. So
Okay.
yeah, we'll see you over there.
Bye. Friday night when the lights are low,
looking out for a place to go. Ooh.
Looking at, I don't know.
Where,
For another.
where they play the